You know what bothers me about the SEC? And I'm going to tell you, and I honestly don't even care if they get upset because in this country, we have the First Amendment, we have freedom of speech. Okay. My wife, just so that you know, she worked for the New York Stock Exchange Enforcement Division. She worked under Grasso, okay? And she saw everything that went on, okay, as far as even with the SEC, with everything, okay? And they're always going after individual, like people who are not, how can I say this? Okay. They're not like high profile people. They're not like people like Ken Griffin. This is what I'm trying to say. You understand? They're not like multi-billionaire, people who are very, very influential. It's always these, they're going after like retail investors, they're going after YouTubers, they're going after some, Wall Street brokers, small time, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, even if they made millions, it's still small time in the consideration when you consider who Ken Griffin is, okay? So the question that I have for the SEC is this. Why do you keep going after retail investors, YouTubers, small time brokers, traders? Okay. Why aren't you going after the big dogs? Why aren't you going after people like Ken Griffin? Do you understand that Citadel Connect, okay, the dark pools and everything? Okay, do you understand they do not have to disclose if they're using any synthetic shares? Isn't it supposed to be the SEC's big priority? Because this is I read it once. It says the SEC has no tolerance. This is your words, the SEC. No tolerance for naked shorting or for all this stuff. Okay. So naked shorting is supposedly illegal, right? Okay. So once again, you have a situation with MMTLP. We don't know if naked shorting happened there because there's no investigation. You have a situation AMC. We have no idea if there's synthetic shares, naked shorting, happening because once again, in the transparency rule, you don't have to disclose your synthetic shares or if there's any naked shorting happening. And I'm just trying to understand, why is it that you punish the little guy all the time? Why do you punish the little guy? Go after Citadel. Go after the big corporations. Isn't that what the Department of Justice was supposedly doing? They investigated Melvin. They found issues, correct? And they wanted to know everyone who was associated with Melvin. Well, Citadel is associated with Melvin because they lent them like $2 billion, you friggin' psychos. Okay, why is Citadel not being investigated? Why is Ken Griffin not being investigated? I'm just saying that there's a lot of unfair shit going on, and it pisses me the F off. It pisses me the F off. Now, obviously, I have to say to protect myself, it's all alleged. I have to say that because I have to protect myself. So I have to say, allegedly, that Citadel is doing no crimes. Allegedly, Ken Griffin is not using naked shorting. Allegedly, the SEC is investigating all of these people and doing a great job. I have to do all of this to protect myself. But deep down in our hearts, deep down in our souls, we are not satisfied with the job the SEC is doing, with the job Gary Gensler is doing. We're not satisfied. And we need you to step up to the plate. Stop always picking on the little guy. Go after the big dogs. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only.